Hello programmers, welcome to my channel. Today we're gonna see the various ways that you can print a statement or whatever in Python. So the first one is basically the basic print where you can just go ahead and see, like I'm gonna just print um, this is a print statement in Python, and you can see that you can basically print it. Oh, I got the spelling wrong. uh, so we can see already printed. My name is Peter Griffin. Now let's create three variables. First is the first name, last name, and age. um, and let's see how we can use the second one, which is the concatenation method. Here what we're going to do is we will be clubbing the strings with the variables with the help of the plus sign or plus operator. So you can say that, hey, print this is my, and you can say like first name, I'm sorry, we're just using plus sign, so just use first name plus last name, right? So first name, last name, printed for second time. So let's put it as second time, and my age is less. So if you feel like too advanced, so basically this is in integer, so I'm just trying to convert into a string, so I'm just making it a string. So this is my first name and last name, so I'm just basically giving some space. So this is my first name plus last name. My last name is, okay, so what happened here? First name should be Peter. Why is it? Yep, I got it now. So yeah, it's correct. So first name, this is like Peter Griffin printed for second time, and my age is like 28, so I'm just giving space here. So this method, like if you would closely observe what's happening here, so basically this is a string, this is a variable. Again, you're just trying to give some space here, and again this is a variable, this is a string, and basically this is a variable again, which you're basically explicitly converting into a string here. The next method is using commas. It's very simple basically. So again, it's a combination of strings plus variables. So the concept here is like, you just wanna say that my name, like which is a string, is actually first name and last name, right? And you're gonna say like printed for third time, right? And the age, you're gonna just convert. Let's say like my age is also, and my age is, yes. So now this makes sense. So this is about the third method, which is using the commas method. And what I'm trying to stress here is like basically if you just add comma to any variables, I'm sorry, any keywords for Python, you're gonna see like what exactly is the docstring, or basically how exactly is that method or function is actually built, and what are the various arguments or parameters that are there part of it you can utilize. So here if you closely observe, this is like there is something called separator and end. So separator here is like a string inserted between values and defaults a space. So what it's trying to say is, so you can basically include a separator between between your values. For example, this is string and this is your variable, and what I'm saying is I need a comma in between these two. So what you're going to do is you're going to include another argument in your print statement and say that, hey, the separator should be comma. but the default value is actually space. Now if you just want to reprint again, you're going to say like print my name is, I'm going to say comma, right, and first name, last name, comma, is printed for fourth time, age, and you're going to include the argument which says the separator, and you're going to press enter. So my name is Peter Griffin is printed for fourth time, and oh, I just forgot the age, and my age is 28. So if you want to separate your values by a new line, so you can include the separator. You can just say like \n, and you should be able to print all these statements in new line. The next one is actually basically the space method. Like even though it's a comma method, like even like if you're saying we are still in the comma method, but the separator that we actually put here together here is basically the basically here's space. This statement here is same as this one. If you look at here, we didn't include any separate argument, but still you can see there's a space even though you utilized comma. So basically we are adhering to this, saying that hey, the default value is space, so we need to explicitly call and say that if you just want a space between your strings and variables. Under the next method, which is string formatting method, I think this is very old school, and I think this is primarily used in the strongly typed languages like Java and C. So here, if you look at the way it is, we just want to use a string, and you should put a placeholder. Basically this is referring to the data type these variables are holding. So %s is for strings and %d is for int. And if you want to say, this one be like print my name is, and like basically first name is like basically a string, and you're gonna say like I'm gonna include one more %s, and is printed for fifth time, and my age is basically what we call is a %d, and you're gonna include a % symbol, and you will just call all your variables. That's these are the three variables that you're gonna call, and that's it. You're gonna print it. And I'll just do one more thing here just for clarity. For example, how important are these placeholders or the data types, the data type holders? So it's basically, if you want to say that hey, let's say the variable first name is taking string data type, but I want to say I'm going to use %d. So let me copy that. Why I'm just doing again. So let me copy this one. Let's say first name is basically holding C. Now you're going to get a type error saying that hey, this guy is actually storing strings, but you're trying to convert and explicitly trying to convert a string to an integer, so that's not possible. But if you do the same for integer, but that's possible because a number can be directly converted to a string, so that's why this is accepting it. But it will not accept for last name as well. So if you just click on here, the type error is going to come again. So hope you understood the concept. The second one is the fifth one is the .str format. This is my favorite, but at the same time, this one is pretty straightforward. Like you're gonna say I'm gonna print my name is, and you're gonna include, instead of you including the data types, you can include the curly braces, which are basically placeholders for your variables, and the is printed for sixth time, and my age is placeholder, and you're going to say .format, and you're going to include all your variables. So basically you're going to say, I didn't close the braces here, just closing it, and I'm gonna say first name, last name, and age. That's it. uh, this is wrong, and yep. So if you see that, the subtle difference here is like here you're including the data types of these variables here, and you're not here you're just including the curly braces or just the placeholders for these print statements and the variable types. The other one is f-string. This was introduced in 3.6 of Python, and basically it's very simple. All you need to do is in front of the print statement you just have to include an f-string and saying that I'm just gonna make my name is, and it's very simple. You're gonna open the curly braces and include the variable directly. My name is, and you're gonna include your last name as well, and you're gonna say hey, and is printed for seventh time, and my age is age. That's it. This is about it, and this is also one of my favorites because if you see, this is very easy to print. Like you don't need to remember any. I mean, at least this one has got some structure to it, and this one you have to always have to be careful about the data types that you're trying to input. But this is very strongly recommended because this way it's very secure. I mean, this format of printing or this format of printing to the console will actually prevent us from any SQL injections. This one is very vulnerable to SQL injections. Now coming to the last one, which is basically commenting stuff. It's nothing but basically commenting. So I'm going to say this is like a multi-line string. So you're going to say hey, this is basically just trying to print a multiple lines, so you can just using without any argument or something. You can just keep typing that. So this is a multi-line string example, and I can print multiple lines without any arguments or separators or anything of that sort. So I can just keep going. That's it. And this is also like, if just say you wrote some sort of a code and saying that a list is equal to, and you just started random things, and if you just want to comment this guy out, and or if you have, let's say, written something called like list is equal to some random list that are created, I think this is just can act as a multi-line comment as well. So I will just see, now this became a comment. This became like a multi-line comment. So that's all about the print statements and the various methods that you can utilize for printing anything to the console. I strongly recommend to utilize our, just a moment, where's that? I strongly recommend use this old style or this one for security reasons. So this is very secure when in terms of when you're just trying to code any server-side applications or anything of that sort. That's it for today. Let me know if you have any other ways that you can print in Python, and this is what I found, and this is what I utilize in my day-to-day jobs depending on the application I'm coding. So do let me know in the comment section if you find anything new or anything I missed here. That's it. Thanks for today, and hopefully you have a good day.